Hey guys, welcome to this exclusive interview with Brad Ferris, where he literally unveils the curtains to his $3 million per year SMMA agency.
Tell him to bring me my money. Yeah!
In this video, he literally shows us his GoHighLevel setup, all right? So the pipelines, the automations, the workflows, everything about that. He shows us how he gets his clients an ROI through his call center and how he makes sure that leads that are coming in are being called, followed up, and closed, okay, with deposits.
Welcome to the Investor Center.
In addition to that, he also shows us the exact creatives that he uses, that his creative team uses to get his clients amazing results, all right? And look, I love Brad. Brad is not your typical SMMA guru because he doesn't have a course to sell, all right, for $997. He made it all legitimately through his SMMA, and he, bought a Rolex, I think two Rolexes last year, where he likes to flex and put on his shelf. I'll put a photo right here. He's legitimate, he is amazing, and somehow I managed to find him all those years back, and he's been consulting me ever since with my SMMA. So yeah, if you want his GoHighLevel snapshot, that can be found in the SMMA database. Check the link in the description if you want to learn more. Thank you very much. Enjoy the video.
Spot where when she's in the contact field, there's a trigger. So say the new lead comes through, right? For this is client, juvenile aesthetics or something like that, right? Mm-hmm. New lead comes in, she clicks on that lead, she calls that lead, they don't answer. Inside of the contact info, she's going to apply a tag that says call one, like call one completed, and it's automatically going to move them to the call one category. So she doesn't have to worry about dragging and dropping. Because when you're dragging and dropping, what's happening? You're not making phone calls. So as you measure someone's productivity over a day, you'll realize that there's talk time, there is tick time, like ticking around and moving on things, okay? And you want her talking as much as possible, right? Rather than going back and forth and doing all the fancy things that she needs to do. Mm-hmm. Do you need to see that in person to understand the workflow, or you're good?
No, I get it.
So she's going to call, you're going to set up column 1, 2, and 3 in each of your client pipelines. Right, that's so that she can, through tags, drag and drop, so that when she comes in the next day, she knows I've already done with all my inbounds. Now I need to go into my call once, and I'm going to go tick, 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 tick. And if I don't answer any of them, they're going to automatically, with call tag 2, go to column 2. Mm-hmm. Make sense? Mm-hmm. Okay. I talk to the patient the second day. I actually book them for an appointment. The automation brings them over to appointment confirmed. Okay. Your client's now responsible for marking once a week who showed up and who didn't show up, right? But she's responsible for booking. If your funnel, you want to show a calendar, then we'll have that calendar dump them here to appointment requests. This is where she comes every day and she starts calling patients that have requested appointments, confirming the times, and then once they're confirmed, they move automatically into appointment confirmed.
Perfect. And do I have to book them into an appointment on GoHighLevel's calendar? And
correct, you will. Yeah, because you're probably not going to have that access to the EHR, nor will you want to go in and check every day.
Should I?
And all of the tags for inbound types of phone calls are all here for you already in the snapshot. Okay, all of the ELISA tags are here. So in this instance, hey, if you add call attempt 1, this is what she's going to add each day. Call attempt 2, call attempt 3, call attempt 4. It's going to move it automatically to the stage. Mm-hmm. Okay. It's going to then wait 20 hours. And here's where you could, descending if you want to, add a notification in the app to say, hey, go to a webhook to go into a sheet for tomorrow's calls, or send a reminder. I mean, this is programmed to go to ELISA as the next step. Mm-hmm. But again, if you use this workflow, once you move to ELISA because you've got enough accounts, you're just coming in and you're just going add to ELISA, which isn't connected because this sub-account's not connected to ELISA. Yeah.
Sorry. Okay. Perfect.
Is that making sense?
How many clients would I need to get ELISA or justify ELISA?
So ELISA, I believe at this point in time, is a $1,500 upfront cost.
Cool.
And it's $500 a month minimum.
Okay.
So I wouldn't move to ELISA until I had more than 3 agents and probably more than 10 accounts.
Okay.
That's just my opinion. I mean, again, depends on volume, depends on a lot of other things. Mm-hmm. But if you've got 3 people Each of them are assigned to 3 to 4 accounts. You're really only needing it once you add a 4th person. So what happens is you've got 4 agents plus yourself as an admin.
Yep.
That's your 5 seats.
Got it.
All right, so I will send you, I think this is inside of the ISA Academy,
Okay.
but I'll send you the link here anyways now while we're here.
Oh my days.
Well, this is what we do.
Oh wow.
That's how many snapshots I have. So that's your, so if I were to show you, like Texas Heart and Vein as an example. There's my opportunities where you can see like, hey, here are all the leads, right? The team's already called all of the inbound leads today, so they've done their job. They have 1 person who's replied, they're still in a chat with. They've made 6 calls to this person. These 10 have had 2 calls, and they move all the way through. They booked all their appointments,
Yep.
right? And they have a couple people that they're still just trying to get a hold of in terms of follow-up. Okay. But so rather than coming in here and going, cool, Anderson, call, oh, he doesn't answer. What they have is, you can see here already the tags. In this instance, we used call attempt 2. So what we would do is we would do call attempt 3, right? It would move them to column 3.
Okay.
Sky will train her on all that stuff as well. I would recommend hooking up Stripe. Have you hooked up Stripe in your GHL yet?
Yep.
Yeah. So train her on how to do that. Have, again, inside of the pack, Sky's giving you literally everything that you need. So here's your team resource sheet. This is your cheat sheet that you would create for each client. So ABC Beauty, like this is just an example. You're going to come in and put the address, the phone number. Here's the tracking phone number from Twilio. So when she's on the call, she just has to come here and has 1 resource cheat sheet to read off, just like she works there.
Okay. Cool.
This will have all their promos, the parking and directions, all the links to anything that she needs. You can customize it however you want. We have one that's ginormous, right? And all the clients are in this as a backup. Right? So I can come in and go, cool, Bloomingdale Dental Center.
That's insane.
I know exactly, without knowing the client, what the hours of operations are, who the doctor is, right? It's right in front of the fire department. Just simple stuff. And you can see they're all in here. Okay. Make sense? So start small, and as you build, it's way easier to be able to scale it because you've got a good process in place.
Yep. Wow.
So at this point, we've done our job scorecard. Now let's talk about our offer.
So I'm a hands-on practicing creative director. Work for WPP agencies. I've won several international awards for creativity. Working a lot with blue chip clients. Now resident in Hong Kong, running my own business.
Yeah, and Dad is currently helping me out with the sort of creative and ad copy side of things with my current clients, and I just wanted to see if you had any overarching advice, because I know you just hired a creative director as well.
I've seen some. Orion showed me some of the ads that you've done within this space, and I mean they're great. They're beauty shots. You can see the woman or the person you could be. I love the mummy references because that's probably great. That's a great line, because that's what happens to women's bodies after they had children and then want to get their lives back. So picking on those lines that are really emotive. So
the easiest framework that I can ever explain is like, this is a different version. This is for one of our dentists.
Yeah.
Right. So whenever it decides to load up. Mine is really just, when it comes to Facebook and Instagram, super simple, right? I will have my avatar.
Yep.
who the person is that they can resonate with. So just like the beauty shots, it's like, that's what I want to look like. That's who I believe I am. That's who I want to see on the outside. I usually almost have the product, right? So whether it's a mommy makeover, in this instance, this is Spanish for dental implants, right? And I'm going to have either the price or the promotion.
Yep.
Usually if I have 3 of the 4 Ps, it's going to be amazing. The placement obviously is going to be Facebook. Sometimes it doesn't need to be the promotion. Like I do have in this instance, like $499 a month plus $1,000 off, right? But really that framework is pretty simple. You can get super fancy, but the reality is like, and
do you not go, I mean, these are great, but I mean, do you not go, so there's a few things, do you not go into any motion or, you know, I mean, these are great still shots. Do you go into any motion? Do you go into animations? Do you go into slideshows? Any of that, any relevance to people? Is there any better responses?
Yep. So one of the things that I'll often do, Facebook's a little finicky because it doesn't allow you to do before and after in medical. It makes people feel judged, so it's kind of like against. But I'll get really clever. What I'll have sometimes is almost like GIF style video. So it's a 30-second video. It looks like a GIF. And what I'll do is I'll have before kind of frosted over like privacy glass. And then it'll transition to the after. And then transition to before, transition to after. So I'm giving the sense of the transformation without having the before and after. And Facebook's algorithms like, hey, this is making people feel bad about themselves in some way. That really, really works well. I try to do as much video. If you have videos of the doctor with patients, I like to do montages, especially if the patients are in front of a mirror, if they're doing like, their stuff and stuff like that and whatever they want to do. Like the focus for me always is, I call it show and tell. I'm going to show the patient essentially exactly what I want them to do. And then the copy is going to be telling them the transformation that they're going to experience. So it's very positive. It's not negative at all. It's like, hey, when you come to ABC plastic surgery, you're going to be treated like a star. Here's the doctor. Here's what patients are saying about us. Like, it's very, very positive. Rather when people kind of do a lot of fear marketing, unfortunately, a lot of the time, they're like, if you feel like your body is slipping away from you, like, I don't want to do anything like that. I want to have that person feel any doubt. Like I said, and then when Nikki makes the phone calls, all she's doing is playing on that confidence. So it's a really nice 1-2 punch, right? When the patient shows hesitation, it's like, don't worry, we got this. You're gonna have an amazing experience. Whereas if you're doing like the opposite, which is like, you got to take care of this now, or the special is never going to be available again, that doesn't make that person feel compelled to come into the door.
Okay, all right. And then are you running different types of ads, whereas people are in different stages of, I've seen the ad once and I, taking them down the funnel for like an awareness. Have you got like, are you using a specific messaging for your awareness and then a specific messaging for your consideration and a third version, driving the deal? I mean, are you changing the creative based on who you're hitting?
So like this is for, we call them hooks. But these are the hooks that we're going to be testing for our vein clients next week. So the first image that they see is, hey, come in and get a free vein screening, like in terms of the leg veins that they have. And these would all be inside of the creatives, going to the creative team. I want to see these hooks and other images and other copy so that we're doing them in different combinations as retargeting, right? So that person understands that there's a free screening. They didn't maybe take action, but now we're like, discover a more confident you. Right? Or say goodbye to your discomfort. Or don't let, veins keep you from living. Like, just, testing different things to see like what gets the opt-in.
Okay. And you're writing these lines. You're the writer.
No, I have a copywriter now. I'm spoiled. So her job is to talk to me. And again, I'm more of the vision. Here's what I want to go after. I want it to be positive. You know what I mean? And then she's developing, we have these worksheets that are called patient avatar. So we'll say like, hey, Mary is 49. She lives in Southwest London. Here's, she's active in tennis. She uses these types of face creams. Her kids are just heading off to college. She's only working but 22 hours a week, right? She gets her hair and nails done in this kind of boutique.
Yeah.
And then the whole goal is I literally a lot of the time will go to those types of places and sit down and I'll say like, what are they driving? What are they wearing? What are they talking about? Like, so I talk to clients all the time. I say like, tell me what the patients are telling you. Like, what are they gossiping about? What are they updating you about? Like, I want to know those things because it all helps me to build that positive impression. Like, I want them to feel like they're attaining what they've been thinking about.
Yeah, okay, that's good. Just coming back to that previous question on the funnel of changing the ad. So you were showing me like 10 headlines that you were doing there. Are you just blasting all of those 10 creatives out there, or are you once someone has seen and you know that they clicked or they responded, are you then hitting them again with just another one of those, or do you have a specific, you've seen our ad once, now I'm going to hit you with a more like a price one? Or
we do a lot of retargeting video.
Yeah.
So a lot of the video that I have of the doctors, I would have like the video start with one of those hooks and then introduce the doctor with some catchy music, getting a testimonial from a patient.
Okay, so testimonial. So straight after the ad.
I run a lot of testimonial videos, tons of I'll say to the doctors, I need like 15 videos of you with patients talking about their experiences, and then I'll mix in those hooks just as my intro copy.
Yeah.
With maybe slightly different music.
And how long are those videos that you're pushing out on the second? 30 seconds or 30 seconds? Yeah.
Super short, because I want it to be like, what's my hook? Here's the doctor and the experience, quick call to action, phone number, or click now. I don't want them to think about it. I want them to react to it.
And branding's not important. It's the people, it's the doctor, and the call to action. The branding is irrelevant.
I mean, clients always love to see their brand.
I know, yes.
But the reality, on a website, I would say brand is super important. On the ads, I've often said to clients, I just want to know what works. Right? Like I've done so many, I think over the years, I've had so many clients say, this image has to be on brand. This video has to be on brand. This copy's not on brand. And then I try it and it doesn't work. And I'm like, look, my job is to get their attention, to get their information. Yeah. And then your brand becomes very important in terms of the first email, right? What their website experience is when they walk in the door. 100% I'm with you. But like, I don't know. I've run some ads where I just felt like I wasn't clicking on that. There wasn't anything that made me feel compelled to click on that. And I think that sometimes they do get really, I've had a lot of clients and, they spent 40 hours on a mood board for their website. Yeah. Great idea, right? Great idea. On an ad, I just really need the person. Like it's whatever gets me the best person's information. Yeah,
I come from a design background, but also from an advertising, and I fight that every single day, internally and with clients. It's wonderful talking to you, and we're going to beg, borrow, and steal as much of your creative ideas as possible, because I think you're like 10 years ahead of us on all of this. So
we can talk about like a licensing thing at some point. I think it's not. I just look through the ad library all the time and think to myself, like, everyone else is doing like boring stuff. Like there's nothing inspiring, right? Like if I were to where's the ads library? Like I did this the other day with a client where I was like, dental implants. This is one of our biggest niches, right? And I was like, this is all like nice and stuff, but like, there's nothing here that inspires me.
No way.
It's a whole bunch of like prosthetic teeth models, right?
I've been working on Colgate Palmolive for 10 years, and no, we wouldn't do any of that stuff.
So you know what I mean? Like, it's just like, I don't know, like, I think the stuff that I'm running makes people feel like I want that smile.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I want to be out for a walk and feel like I can smile like that guy. Like just like simple things that a lot of the time, I don't know. I think different departments just sometimes get too complicated with it. And it's like, look, nobody wants to be reminded of grandpa's teeth going back and forth on their teeth. Like just make it simple. No, but like, you know what I mean? Like when I explain it to people, they're like, yeah.
No, what I mean by beg, borrow, steal, I mean that you've got your methodology and your simple structure is something we're going to just adapt and have a look at. And I've got the knowledge and expertise to actually.
The easiest way I always explain it is, if you're on your own Facebook, as you're scrolling, ask yourself, if an ad is every third post, what's going to make you stop?
Yeah.
That's my only focus. Is I know now you can almost like at a certain speed, like do it perfectly, where you just skip the ads.
Yeah.
I want that person to see my ad and go, oh.
Yeah, we did.
And then when I have their attention, I know that I've got a really good chance of getting their info.
Yeah, we did quite a bit of work with Facebook in their offices, giving us advice on what the best things to be doing. So ad formats as well.